Vi står herinde i den kæmpemæssige Køln-messe. Vi skal se lidt på Heavy Rain. Vi står sammen med David. So David, what's so special about the game?
That's a wide question. Well, Heavy Rain is a dark thriller. It's one of the first games that is really based on interactive storytelling and emotion, more for a mature audience. But it's most of all, it's the first game where you don't watch the story, nice cutscenes, but you actually play the story.
So we were told that there's like 4 main characters in the entire game. How does that work out?
It's true, there are 4 main characters. There's Norman Jayden, he's a profiler from the FBI. Madison Page is a young photographer. Scott Shelby is a private detective. And Ethan Moss is a young father who lost his son. And the player will have to play with these 4 characters in turn in different scenes. And their 4 stories are interlaced. Each one owns a piece of the puzzle. And the player is the only one to have the full picture.
I missed here. I have to be careful, I can lose my character. If I miss too many times. Now if I miss here, for instance, you see immediate reaction of the code, so I immediately see what's happening.
At the PlayStation press conference, you told a little secret about the whole storyline, that you brought something into from your own life, a little experience. Could you share that experience again with us?
Yeah, sure. The initial idea for Heavy Rain came from something that happened to me. I was in a mall a couple of years ago with my wife and my young son. He was 5-6 years old. And I thought at some point that he was with my wife. My wife thought he was with me. And in fact, we realized we lost him. So we searched in the mall everywhere, and it was really 10 minutes of intense panic and guilt. And you can't imagine what goes through your mind in this type of situation. What if I don't find him? And fortunately, after 10 minutes, someone on the speaker said, oh, the young little boy is waiting for his parents at the front desk to say, oh my God. And I just tried to write something that would translate the feeling of fear, panic, guilt that I felt in that moment, and just trying to imagine what would have happened if I didn't find him. And that was really the starting point of Heavy Rain.
A breath, enough to change the course of a life. We only know how much we love someone when we know what we're willing to sacrifice. I never asked myself that kind of question.
So what type of gamers are you aiming for? Is it like the hardcore gamers, or is it mainly a game for everyone?
Yeah, you know, many developers say that, but I think it's true for Heavy Rain. We try to reach all audience. I think that hardcore gamers can really enjoy the game, although it's not a first-person shooter and you don't kill anyone in this game. But it's graphically really appealing. It's a really new type of experience in matter of gameplay. It's something really new. Your actions have real consequences on the story. I think all this will be really appealing to hardcore gamers. People who are not hardcore gamers, who are more casual or even non-gamers, can enjoy the game too, because there are different difficulty levels and the game can really help you and become much easier if you play it at the right difficulty level. So, and it's still a very enjoyable experience with characters and a strong story.
Nice try. For a second there, you almost had me believing all your shit. And now, give me the money. I'm gonna count to 3.